Can you talk to that? Can you pretty much tell us what?
These are old allegations. They're baseless. They're false. There's nothing to them. They've been stemming from over 10 years ago. I've served my country for over 15 years in government. People that know Secret Service, National Security Agency, FBI have all given me the highest clearances when I was working in government, and I continue to serve my country. I've been here at the ACU on the board. I was elected by the membership at large. Nobody put me on the board. There's been this whisper campaign that I somehow paid money, and these are all just false accusations and lies. Again, they go back to 10 years. They've all been proven false, and what you're hearing is they're getting louder because these voices are getting pushed out of the conservative movement because they're not really conservative activists. These are guys that are just trying to push an agenda of hate, and that's why they've got banned from conservative meetings like the Wednesday meeting. Now they got banned here from CPAC. Not that I had anything to do with that, but conservative leaders like David Keene and Morton Blackwell and others just said they're sick of these lies, and they've kicked him out. And as they're getting kicked out the door, they're yelling and screaming and throwing even more accusations. They don't hurt my feelings because I'm going to keep working in the conservative cause and keep plugging away.
A couple statements that they're saying that they're curious of what you've said. You've said that quote, what our oppressors are going to do with people like us. What are they going to do with people like us? We are prepared to give our lives for the cause of Islam. Can you explain that statement you made?
Sure. That was a speech I gave about community service and public service. I was talking to a group of yuppies, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, about giving your life towards working towards homelessness, peace in the world in places like Israel and Palestine. And it was not anything regarding anything extremist. And people know that who were in the room, and the people that are trying to take that statement out of context know what the speech was about. I talked about how we abolish slavery as Americans, how we need to get back to constitutional principles, and how we need to care about more than just ourselves in our everyday lives, but giving our lives towards working towards faith and justice and conservative principles.
They're also accusing you of having a tie with Abdurrahman al-Moody.
No ties. I was sent by the White House to go deliver greetings from President Bush, and he was there at the event and introduced me, I believe. No ties there other than he introduced me at an event that I was sent to by the White House. Again, we can go through each one of these, and it's just, the larger picture is these are attempts to try and smear my work as a conservative from ex-communists like David Horowitz and Frank Gaffney, the Democrat who wanted to socialize our oil industry, and now he's trying because again, in the case of Frank, conservative after conservative organization is saying, Frank, get away from us, you're lying to us. He's getting louder and more strident in his attacks. It's unfortunate,
You mentioned also that I'm going to clip to this. You mentioned that there's the Muslim Brotherhood does not exist in the United States.
Not to my knowledge, but I can tell you, I haven't talked to every Muslim in America, but not to my knowledge, and I know I have no involvement with the Muslim Brotherhood. So
you repudiate anything that the Muslim Brotherhood stands for? Anything as far as proponents of violence towards Americans or any Western?
I'm a Republican, conservative, Ronald Reagan Republican, so I repudiate violence towards anybody. I stand for justice under the U.S. Constitution, period. That's all I need to say.
And then lastly, what's next here at the ACU?
ACU, we're going to keep growing. This is our biggest conference. We had 10,000 people last year. That was a record. Now we have 11,000 this year. CPAC is growing. ACU is getting our message out. I'm excited to be a part of it. We have a new leader now, Al Cardenas, from Florida. He's a great guy. David Keene will still be an active member of our board. He was a wonderful and inspiring leader of ACU and helped CPAC grow specifically as a gathering of conservatives. And now he's going to go on to become the chairman of the NRA, so excited for his opportunity there, and excited that he'll be working with us still under Al Cardenas' leadership. And I'm just really excited about what we're going to do for ACU to get the conservative message out to all Americans.
I forgot to ask, you had mentioned yesterday your opposition to Glenn Beck and where his position was regarding this whole issue of Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah, it was just, I thought it was just curious that, I'm a watcher of Glenn. I see his shows and definitely, like me, talks about conservative principles. But I just thought some of the things that he was talking about when it came to Muslims was making me uncomfortable because it wasn't based on fact or truth, and maybe he's getting some bad information. And so maybe I'll have an opportunity, or others will have an opportunity to talk to him about the truth about all faith communities. deserve a place and a seat at the table as Americans here in our great constitutional democracy.
So it's just a concern. You're not assuming that he or thinking that he is
No.
anti-Muslim, or even Fox News Network.
No, absolutely. We tried to get Glenn here this year. He knows that. We had a scheduling problem. We were excited that he came to CPAC last year and closed us out. So absolutely, he's one of our conservative stars. Glad that he's on TV. And I was just commenting as an example of some of the things that he said that I felt that were misinformed, and that I hope that we can talk to him to educate him.